everyone, welcome to Philosophical Perspective on the Pandemic. Today we have with us Tanvi. Thank you, Tanvi, for joining us.
Thank you so much, Prashant, for having me. So, before we begin, I would really like to congratulate the whole team for such a great initiative. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. So let's get right into it. Let's have a first question. What is your area of research?
So, Prashant, my area of research is ethics, and to be specific, applied ethics. So, I'm currently working on ethics and governance.
Yeah, and that's great. Coming to second question, what is your research about?
Okay. So the topic of my research is ethics and governance study with a special reference to civil services in India. So we know that, it is an admitted fact that without ethics, moral values, devotion, commitment in any system, be it administrative or any other system, cannot take required pace, bringing about changes. And in any socio-political and economic system, weighing ethical values in the player is an important aspect of measuring success and growth. Civil servants, as we all know, plays a vital role in the functioning of the country, and with a positive and a progressive attitude, a progressive attitude with ethical values is always construed as an asset or an instrument of growth, of maximizing the extension of welfare measures to all needy. But actually, this is not the case, and this is not happening because of the material attraction for pleasures and comfort that has forced one to earn money through illegal means and accumulate wealth. We know that the effective functioning of an organization always lies on its manpower. And what I am genuinely concerned about in my research is that the problem is actually with the individuals and not with any policies and reforms. Here, I'm not talking about the changes that needs to be made in any policies and reforms, but how an individual can function and serve by having a different approach and a different attitude. So the objective of my research is to analyze and examine the different ethical theories and to talk about its relevance in public administration, to state why an administration needs to have a balance between reason and emotion, that is to talk about the need of emotional intelligence. And as my thesis is concerned about civil services in India, there are also certain aptitude that a civil servant who is serving in India needs to have, and that is what I'm addressing also. And also the other thing that I'm talking about is, there is a lack of ability to find out the difference between ethical happiness and material happiness, and which has led to different sort of social evils, and that is why also corruption is rampant in our society. So I'll be talking about the misconception of happiness and how we can have a different approach to happiness, and also talking about the right attitude that a civil servants needs to have. And I think the better way to deal with all this issue is to actually incorporate philosophy in it. So philosophy will help me find out tools and analyze different theories, talk about different attitudes, aptitudes, so that to fine tune goal and vision of an individual and the organization. So that is what all my research is about.
That sounds really interesting. So moving to next question, has philosophy
Yeah.
helped you during the pandemic, and in what way?
Yeah, definitely. So philosophy, as I have understood, is a darshana and a marga, an insight and a way of life. So, after studying philosophy for almost 7 years now, I can say this very well that, this subject has changed my perspective towards a lot of things. Towards a lot of things actually. So this pandemic and lockdown has turned our world upside down, with so much going around us, coming across all the mishappenings, the natural calamities, the fire, and the rising cases. It has been really difficult to be positive at times and be optimistic at times. I'll be very honest that there were days when I really felt low. But at the end of the day, it's all about hope, a hope to see a better tomorrow. And life, I think, is all about accepting whatever is coming your way, the good and the bad. And philosophy for me always has also been, a quest for knowledge. So so that quest is always there, to look around things and to know more about things, and to reflect on it. So I'm currently writing my thesis, and also side by side I'm writing short write-ups, and I'm sharing it on my social media platforms. So I must say that this has actually kept me going and has given me sanity during this pandemic.
This is an interesting fact. So, last question: how can you look at the pandemic from the viewpoint of your research?
Okay, so one of the chapters of my thesis is about misconception of happiness, that I just said it. So the chapter is basically about how we fail to distinguish between the ethical happiness and the material happiness. So in that chapter, I have discussed about the different approaches to happiness by different thinkers, philosophers, different psychologists, and also different talks in Bhagavad Gita. So I guess this pandemic has made us realize that there is more to life than our materialistic goals and burgeoning bank balances. And what gives us more happiness is to find that inner happiness and not the material happiness. So that is what is important right now, to find out what you love doing and just keep doing that and be engaged. And the other thing that I have also talked about in my thesis is about emotional intelligence. And one of the important factors of emotional intelligence is also self-awareness. So there, the thinkers are talking about being aware of your own emotions and feelings. So, the pandemic has taken a toll on our mental health. And it is very important right now to acknowledge the fact and to accept our feelings and emotions. And even if you're not feeling well, and even if you're not doing good, give yourself break. Take a deep breath, and it's okay if you're feeling not well. It's absolutely okay. Try and divert your mind. Try and engage yourself, and you can start up doing something the next day. It's okay to give yourself break. So I think that is how my research has helped me.
That sounds really great. Thank you for joining us, Tanvi.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
for your
Prashant.
time to do the revision.
Thank you.
Thank you.